I'm going to teach you how to do a shadow wipe transition. First, what we're gonna have to do is we need to add a deep to black transition to the videos that we want to put a shadow wipe transition. For example, I wanted to put it right here in the middle of this. So what we're gonna have to do is go to FX and then search here deep to black. And once we see deep to black, just drag that to the part where we want to add a transition. Now it's gonna say insufficient media, so just press OK. It just means that it's a lot longer than the transition that we added. But if you want to change that, you can just go select the clip like this, and then you can adjust your transition right here. Example, you don't want it to have a repeated frames right here, you can just extend it like this or the other way around. But for now, let's go put it back at the center like this. Next, what we're gonna have to do is we need to add an adjustment layer. To do that, let's go to our bin, just right click, new item, and then select adjustment layer and press OK. And then now we have our adjustment layer right here in our bin. Just drag that on top of the transition that we have here. Now next, we need to align it like this, the same length as the dip to black, and then maybe extend the dip to black just a little bit on both sides like this. Then next, what we're gonna have to do is we need to go here on effects and add a crop effect to our adjustment layer. So just search here crop like this, and then just drag this effect right here. Now we're going to add a animation on our adjustment layer. So to do that, you need to go here on effect controls, and then you see crop here. Now first, we need to choose the direction that we want our shadow wipe would be. For example, left to right or top to bottom. But for now, let's go to left to right. So first, what we're gonna have to do is we need to put our playhead on the start of the clip like this on our adjustment layer. Next, what we're gonna have to do is put a keyframe on it by selecting toggle animation on left, since we chose left first. Next, we need to put our playhead in the center of the like this. Next, what we're gonna have to do is set this keyframe to 100. And after we do that, we need to move one frame forward like this. You can use your arrow keys to move frame by frame, and then add another keyframe there and set this to 0. Now we need to go back to the center keyframe like this, because we're going to add a keyframe there for the right. So just click on toggle animation again for the right, and then it's going to be at 0, and then move one frame forward again, and we need to set this to 100. Then after that, we need to put our playhead on the end of the transition or adjustment layer like this, and then set this at 0 like that. Now if you play the video, as you can see, we already have our shadow wipe. But now, as you can see, the transition is very solid. Now we can change that by smoothing it out with edge feather right here on the crop. You can increase the value here in 100. So for example, let's set this to 400. Now if we play the video, it's a lot smoother. If you want to add more style, you can add a color to your shadow wipe. In order for you to do that, you can just go to your effects and then choose the color effect that you like. For example, let's go with color balance and RGB, and then just drag that effect to your adjustment layer. Next, we're gonna add some keyframes to that color balance effect. For example, Go with red. At the start, you always set it at the default. And then next, what you're gonna have to do is go to the center of your transition like this. And then let's set this to 0. What it does is changes color right in the middle like that. And then we're also going to do that at the end of the transition like this. We can set this back to default. Now if we play the video, and there you have it. If you want to add a different direction for your shadow wipe, you can just change the animation right here for the crop. So instead of left, if you want to start at the top, you can choose to start at the top, and then it will end at the bottom. And that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.